angel on your shoulder.
Oh, yeah. Hello, Angel. Welcome to Printing Day. So I'm back to printing prints. This was a big series I had on my channel for a bit and paused for playing. That was very loud.
I've not heard one of this in so long.
That's because I have the window open, but planes! So, plain and simple, today is our first big day of printing. I'm gonna be printing the stories first, the certificates, and then all the actual artwork. We've got all the orders in. Bliss is gonna be slicing and dicing. I'm gonna be signing some thank you cards. Let's get started, okay. Right now I have to format the stories on, like, essentially take them from my Notion into Apple Pages, make a PDF of it, make 4 of them, make it so that they come out and look like this. Lovely. We just got our final bit of stories printed here. This is Venice Vibes. I had to print it twice because I like things to be perfect, and at one point we printed a version of it where I forgot to indent for each part of the story, which is a bit annoying because I just want it to be a nicely formatted story to read. And then was like, okay, let's double check that the settings are all correct for each one, because it'd be embarrassing if, for instance, the settings for one image are actually posted for the other one, and if you look at it, you're like, this isn't an F8, you're a lie, you're a sham. And so then we had to print it again because I accidentally used the morning afternoon settings for Venice Vibes. Now, everything is in order. You're gonna keep those, I guess? You just got extras. The tiniest difference.
I like the imperfect things.
Yeah, because I was like, wait a minute, I shot that with an A7 IV. Oh boy, a lot of time has passed actually. I've got all my certificates printed, I've got the stories printed, and the printer's finally printing the first print. The reason it's taken so long in between is the thing that I was terrified would happen, and then it did happen. Tragic. If any of you have use a Mac, you probably have upgraded to the newest OS, which is Ventura. Ventura added this really insidious bug to anyone that loves printing that completely wrecked it. And it's one of those niche things that if you don't know, you don't know. But online, it's just been havoc since Ventura came out. And when I did my test prints, I also had this issue, but I managed to like fix it without realizing how. There's so many little, like try and disable the color sync. Essentially, the issue is I spend hours making sure the colors in these prints are exactly how I want them. And the Ventura Lightroom print dialog makes it so that I have no selection of who manages the color. The printer does. The printer just decides, this color looks good. The printer doesn't know better than me because it always makes the colors look a bit too yellow instead of too warm. And so that is a huge issue. And God, it's so stressful going on these forums and seeing everyone having the same issue. But for anyone, I don't know, if you're similar to me, if you have this issue, the only way I managed to get this to fully work is to erase all of your presets in the print dialog and then never select the word cancel. If you like make sure that the color is going the right way, you hit, boop, let's see the color. It says color sync, you're like, good, cancel, I don't need to be in there anymore. Let me check to make sure it hasn't changed. It will change back to manage by printer, gray out, and not let you change it, which is infuriating. So you have to like get out, restart, go back, and then just never do that. It's so finicky, but I've fixed it, and we're now going to have the first print for my new series, Morning Afternoon A4. Very exciting. Let us see. No. I do not think that's correct. Put on my gloves here. Don't want to be touching anyone's prints without some safety measures in place. Let's see how it is. All right, so this is what we've got. Now that looks lovely, but I will be honest, this is going straight in the bin. There's clearly something up here because it is meant to be much warmer. God damn it. It's gonna be a long day.
Daddy.
I can undo you.
What?
Can undo.
Oh, sorry.
I can unmake you.
I'll put you back as well.
So I didn't really have too much of luck at first. The first 2 prints came off dreadful, bin-worthy. Every time I print out a bin-worthy one, my girlfriend gets like, oh, I'll have it, and I'll put it in the office, and everyone in her office sends me compliments about how nice they are on my worst colored either way. This is similar. It's missing a lot of its depth. It's missing there's like less warmth, there's less reds, and also it feels a bit washed out. Would a depressed person make this? You know? You tell me, can you tell the difference? I hope you can. This one blows my mind. It's high quality. You can really see that you can read all the text on the clock. Whereas this, I want to burn. All right, so I've now moved on to the A3 prints. I am so incredibly impressed with this. It's so ridiculous. The quality of these are so beautiful. I really, really love, you can see like two guys standing there. You can see a guy all the way up there in the top. It's harder to see on the smaller ones, but it's just so crisp. This one will be the first one I'm going to get to sign of the limited edition ones. So exciting. Also, just seeing how high quality this thing is, I'm so excited to get this printed in A2 at some point this year, just for me, and then maybe for Christmas I'll release this as an A2. I don't know where I'd put it. I don't have any space in this house to do something as big as an A2, but I just want to see it, you know? Crisis has struck. Sadly, the paper got a little bit skew-if, and this would give anyone that bought it the most severe agita, and I'm not going to let that happen. You can see it is just a little special. Sadly, I could hypothetically like put it in the chopper and like chop it at the exact angle it is, and it might work, but not to sell. So a shame. It's beautiful, but at this point it's just going in my rejects folder. Yeah, meanwhile, we're just we've printed all of the morning, afternoon, all the last chapter. Lunar Cycle's currently on its way, and I'm just writing all of the thank you notes. What didn't matter?
Because I said, oh, James.
We thought different names didn't matter.
Yeah, because I was like, oh, it's his shipping address and his billing address. That's weird. Why did it do his billing address?
Well, it turns out that the Royal Mail app, which is supposed to make things much simpler and stress-free, and for some reason it pulled through everyone's billing address instead of their shipping address. And we were wondering, thank God for Anna, because we were like, that's weird. Royal Mail gave us a UK shipping label for someone that lives in Austria. That's confusing. And it turns out someone's billing is in London, but Austria is where it's meant to be shipped. And it turns out that happened to 9 other people. So, because luckily most people had the same billing, but the people that didn't, we now have to make sure we do those again by, I have to call Royal Mail, get refunds on all the other shippings that are currently the wrong address, and then redo it with the correct address. So, flow state, not entered yet. We're gonna move on. I'm stopping the thank you notes to then start bagging up some more prints. Oh boy, oh boy, oh boy, oh boy, oh boy. What are you doing?
Just trying to confirm the order of work with everyone. So we've opened up a box for an A3.
This is the A3. We're now doing the first, this is the #1 of the limited edition of the morning afternoon print. So this is limited edition #1. So Tanya, you got #1, throwing it in the box. We gotta put it in the box. We need to make sure we've got the certificate, the story, the envelope, the scent, the experience. And that's it. Just throw them in it. No, what's the question?
Okay, so I'm closing this first. That's actually not that as easy to do as it looks.
And then let's look at the back.
And perfect, doesn't fit.
It doesn't?
Yeah, no, it's fine. It's just because I've left too much space.
All right, #1, amazing. Okay, put them on in.
And then, in this envelope, do I just, for the A3s, do I just put the certificate and the story?
And the thank you notes on top.
Thank you notes on top, but A4's different.
Yeah, wrap him up.
24.
Nice. What are you doing? I'm not paying you to not do nothing.
You're not paying me at all.
That's why I said I'm not paying you. You're laughing at. I'm not paying you to sit there on the couch. Come on down. We got some stuff. All right, this is our final day, hopefully. We've got A4 print in there and the envelope with the signed little thank you note and whatnot. Good. Just got a bit more to go. So I've only got 5 more minutes of Bliss, which sounds like I've only got 5 more minutes of Bliss and then I'm coming down because she's actually got to go back up to the old Sheffields. Done a great job. Thank you very much. You so much. We are very nearly done here. The only thing left is I'm waiting for some more thank you cards to arrive. I got like 25 more to write and they were a bit delayed. So as soon as those come, I'll be packing them up myself. You've done all the nice layout there and hooray. How many do you think we've done so far? There's definitely like at least 45 or so. Hooray! Thank
Yay!
you. It's a good sesh this time. Hello, you're here to collect some packages. I've got all of them here, organized completely. We have the internationals, the domestics, the internationals, and the domestics.
My van is over there. Am I going to carry all these?
I will help as well. As in, these 2 boxes are very lightweight. They're only 120 grams each inside. But I can take them.
Oh, if you help me.
Yeah. Thank you very much, appreciate it.
And with that, the printing process is now done. All the prints have been delivered. Thank you so much if you got one this time around. I really appreciate it, especially because my YouTube channel, my main channel, has nothing to do with photography. So the fact that anyone also is like, oh, I really like his photos and I want to have one of those. Wow, thank you. Just big thanks. If you're wondering where I've been a bit shaky on this channel because of how time intensive it is and how much time I'm really trying to spend editing videos for my main channel. Just a little bit overwhelmed. I've been going through dips over the last couple months and such, and hanging on. But my mom is coming over in a week or 2, and so you'll be seeing some videos where I travel around the UK with her, hopefully, and have a nice fun time. So look forward to that whenever I can edit them. So thanks for this, honestly, this channel. Thanks for even being here. Hopefully this was of value, whatever that may be. I like to use this channel as a little diary for myself, so thanks for reading my diary. Anyway, I'll see you in the next one. Goodbye.